shorten it up now.
Here we are over at Snapdragon Stadium in sunny San Diego. Here we are letting the sun set as I'm here in the booth. Jojo, your man, also the undefeated TCU squad watching over here, helping me in the booth, calling this Aztecs, who are 0-5 against the barely winning 3-2 ECU Pirates. You there, Rashad?
Hey Jojo, yeah, I'm here.
Okay, I didn't know if you were.
It's a good game, man.
As we see the kick return here early by ECU to get the ball. I believe that wasn't Levi. I think that was Warren Rozier that took that return pretty good in here. Last week we saw Chris the Match throw a few interceptions to barely get this win. As we see them in the shotgun formation here, drops back, sets. They send a corner blitz and gets the completion. Should have been a completion to Cassius Castle. That was a very unfortunate drop there.
Yes, indeed. That's a catch that you have to come down with every single time.
Here we go, ECU in the pistol formation, runs up the middle to Ziegler, who had a great game last week, achieving over 100 yards and a few touchdowns or 5 yards there. We do know that Chris DeMatz likes to throw a lot of interceptions, but we don't give enough credit here to the running game and the offensive line. As you see them in the same formation again, and they do the screenplay. Breaks one tackle, breaks another tackle, and gets the first down there. And this is exactly what I was trying to tell you here, that Ziegler is a big part. He came from that winless Ole Miss team last season and finally getting a few wins under his belt.
Yeah, it seemed like Ziegler made a business decision to make that switch, man, and to come and join ECU. So that's a great decision on his end.
Yeah, I mean, Ole Miss right now is having a good season. I mean, obviously they had that unfortunate defeat last night. As we see the tight end in motion go to the right here, one wide receiver to the left, steps back and under pressure and takes the sack there very quickly by number 54 there, Manuel Sun. The offensive line at ECU has struggled, especially against App State earlier in the season. They took an enormous amount of hits at that quarterback position.
Yeah, man. As you said, man, that was a great sack by Manuel Sun, the senior defensive end for San Diego State.
118, they got nobody blocking in the back. Throws it deep to the left-hand side and literally almost punts it to the defense there. Trevor Hauser getting the deflection there. I think that was one of those throw it up and hope for the best kind of plays.
That's exactly what it is. She didn't see anything on the field, so just hope for the best on that. Good thing it wasn't intercepted.
As we get the punt there by Dolph Husso, who was the transfer from Virginia Tech last season. Had a great season at Virginia Tech. Unfortunately, Virginia Tech did not have a great season. But here we are seeing them in trips to the left tight, man in motion to the right-hand side. Looks like ECU sending a blitz there and then fakes the blitz. Gets it to their tight end there, Jet Turner, right in the middle there. And excuse me, I don't know if Jet Turner is their tight end. It just looked like he was in there for the tight end position.
Yeah, speaking of Dolph Husso, he comes into this game with 99 carries. So I'm pretty sure they're going to feed him a lot more in this game, just to get him going.
Wow, what a great slant there to Donovan Jones. Yeah, Dolph Husso, San Diego may be 0-5. I've watched two of their other games this season. They're not as bad as their record is.
Yeah, absolutely not.
And here we go. He drops back on a two-step shotgun, gets it to Tavian Tyree. I mean, that's three different receivers getting the ball there, exposing ECU's defensive backfield and linebackers on these crossing routes.
Yeah, coming out early, spreading the ball around, getting everyone involved. So it's just trying to move the ball.
Speaking of a good catch there by Donovan Jones there, I mean, the corner, just the caboose. Oh, sorry, Mr. Sandman there just went for the deep ball and got caught off guard on that 10 and in there.
Absolutely, man. You know, Donovan Jones, he came to this game with right under 600 yards, so
Wow.
I'm pretty sure he's ready to break out as well.
Yeah, as we see the safety come in tight for that. Wow, that could have been ugly if that was actually completed. I think that was more of a poor throw than it was anything else.
Yeah, pretty much just. I feel like he's just throwing it away and try to give receiver a chance at the same time.
Yeah, that was a timing route that was off time as we see the completion there again by the man with 600 plus yards. 3 receptions, 30 yards on the first drive here inside the goal line, 3rd and 2. ECU's defense is doing that bend but don't break, but this is not a team you want to bend on either. They're looking to win. As we see that completion again by Donovan Jones, stretching from the left side all the way to the right side for his 4th completion on the first drive.
Yeah, man, it looked like Donovan Jones just ran on a simple curl route just to get that first down and to move those chains.
Here he goes, audibling, changing some of these plays. They do send the blitz. The blitz gets there, but just chill. Their number 1 wide receiver there gets the completion, 7 for 8 by the quarterback there. I mean, that's very impressive. I don't care how good or bad your team is. San Diego's home. They're ready to get this monkey off their back and get that win.
Yes, indeed, man. Just as you mentioned earlier, looking at San Diego State's record and the way they just came out on their first drive, it doesn't match. So, you know, it just came to play today, it seems like.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like, last week ECU's offense struggled in the beginning. They came out and wound up winning. This week, it seems like they're coming out on the same foot. I guess we'll see what Kristen Matz and company does here. Hopefully Cassius Castle doesn't drop the ball, and hopefully they get some scoring points here. We'll see the fake handoff delay there. Throws it almost to the defending team. 1 for 5 there. You got to start questioning this quarterback's decisions. As, I mean, that was a cornerback underneath, a safety above with an unopened player.
Yeah, there's no telling what the quarterback saw on that play. Just lucky they got the ball back.
Yeah, got the ball back to get 5 yards by Ziegler again. We need to get him involved, and by we, I apologize, but I am the ECU head coach, and I would like to see some movement here as we get a completion quickly. Again, Cassius Castle makes up for that drop pass for the first down.
Absolutely, man. You know, like you said, he made up for it. Another opportunity that pep his team out.
Here we go with the shotgun formation. Takes the running back out, gets the check down Ziegler, and I'm okay with that. Instead of trying to throw the deep balls, we've seen 2 deflections. The 1 yard completion is almost like a 1 yard run there. Steps back, Krista Matz gets it to Cassius Castle. Seems like it's their best friend right now, getting it on that simple 2 yard curl route.
Yeah, Krista, she's hitting all the underneath the routes right now. But of course, on this 3rd down, you want to see something over the top to get this first down.
Yeah, throwing at 50% right now with the tight end in on fullback. Keeps in the running back. Gets the slant there to Levi Teams, the offensive coordinator. That was a great 5-yard slant to get that first down, and PD the Pirate is extremely happy.
Absolutely. Perfect play call and perfect route to convert that first down.
Got an I formation here, steps back, drops it on a 2 yard to almost the defense. Great play there by number 55 to deflect that ball.
Absolutely. Cody Lawrence, sophomore linebacker for the deflection.
Here we go, steps back, gets to the check down Hex Waters, who had a great first 3 games and then kind of slipped up for about 2 games. Last week got his first touchdown in about 2 weeks, and hopefully gets him involved with that first catch of the first quarter there for 6 yards.
Oh, yeah, I would love to see Hex get more involved, especially with the frame, the type of player he is. Got to get the ball in his hand more.
There we go to the running back there, Ziegler, for 3rd reception. Outside of the screenplays, which we can say is pretty much not a reception play, that was a great catch there by him. Keeps the running back into block, gets it to the, I think that was Hex right there, as we were talking about him, for 11 yards for the first down.
Yes, indeed. Look, 2 receptions, 17 yards for hit so far. So keep feeding them.
Krista started off about 1-6 here, has redeemed herself to go above 50% at the moment. As she gets the completion there to Ziegler, she's throwing these I mean, she's literally getting it to the inside players and letting them work. And in my opinion, those are the hardest throws because outside you're either going to throw it out of bounds or to your player, but I mean, that's dangerous throwing it in company with 4 or 5 people. There as Hex gets the completion there and runs it.
Ooh. Man, nice.
You're an offensive coordinator here, and I'm not. But I feel like throwing it in the middle of the field, is definitely successful. But probably that's where the most players are going to be against you.
Hey, it all depends, man. If you find that opening, just continue to hit it.
Here we go with the 1 yard and goal here, and does not pitch it. And I guess for quarterback IQ, Anthony Simmons, great tackle for a loss there. I mean, it could have been a fumble. It could have been a good play for God knows what could have happened, but second and goal here.
Yeah, man, you have 2 to 3 more chances to get in the end zone, so it's not that bad, you know.
Hand it off to the fullback. Salute your shorts. I don't know if you remember that TV show, but it was horrible. Third down conversions successfully on their behalf as they got 2 running backs in the backfield with Krista Matz. Decides to run the ball, tries to break tackles, gets simply close to the goal line, but looks like they're going to have to settle for a field goal here. And no, they are not settling for a field goal, and they are coming out very wide here with Ziegler to the left of Matz, steps back, decides to roll out, gets nothing for no one. I mean, I agree with it if you had something planned. I don't agree with it when this happens, especially when you're losing.
Yeah, man. You know, and going back to that third down, I feel like Krista could have had a touchdown. She would have hit the A gap.
Yep,
But
I saw
I guess
that too.
Yeah, you know, she had
Played Cam
different
Newton for a
plans,
minute
and
there.
yeah, you know, but
Here we
different
go,
plans.
trickery
And
here.
that's where we at.
Run up the I formation to literally annihilate the Pirates defense. I mean, it was a simple trick play just up the middle of the Dolph hustle. This ECU defense looks like Swiss cheese out there. So if you like sandwiches, I'll tell you right now that Dolph hustle is just making it desirable.
Absolutely.
That's incredible.
And talk about confusion, man. You know, as Dolph just ran for 91 yards. You know, the misdirection in the backfield. That's what created that play, man. And you know, having.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, you know, you thought that was good coaching by ECU to go for it there inside the 10-yard line, and then there goes San Diego State, the boomerang effect, saying, all right, well, we'll hold you and maybe we'll get something. And on the first freaking play, they get that 90-something yard run by Dolph Hustle.
Yeah, man, that's what you call a one-play answer real quick. You know, so we need ECU to come on out and just put some points on the board here.
If we can see a drive like last time as they go in that I formation there to get it to Levi for a simple 6 yards. I think the 3 points would have been significant enough for ECU that last drive. I don't know what was in the coach's head there as I sit here on the sidelines calling my own game.
Yeah, you saw something, but it just didn't work out as planned.
We got troops to the left here with Ziegler to the right of Krista Matz. Ziegler stays in to block, throws it to her check down, gets about 2 yards to Hexa Waters there. It's 3rd and 2. They've been pretty successful here on the third down conversions, just not successful over this whole game. So let's see what they have here with the I formation, strong right. They do a simple power A-gap run for 1 yard to get absolutely 1-0 yards. I was honestly worried that they were going to go for it there. Sorry for putting myself, because that could have been really bad. You get the punt there that gets about 7 yards by Dolph Hustle, who pretty much doesn't even need to play anymore. I think we need to bench him. Can someone call Manny and tell him he doesn't need to play anymore?
Yeah, man. Dolph trying to make a name for himself once again, man.
It's
Trying to
working.
just come out and have a good performance.
Here they go with the shotgun formation. Throws a deep left. I mean, that corner, I believe that was Mr. Sandman right there, number 30. He was just burned by Donovan Jones. Luckily, that quarterback for ECU's defense overthrew it.
Yeah, man. Jones had turned the Jets on, so luckily it was overthrown, as you mentioned.
Great 2-yard slant there. Almost got sacked by that outside linebacker. Got the completion off for a 3rd and 6 now. 56 seconds left. They've only had one completion. I mean, they haven't had to do much, I guess, right? I mean, they got 14 points and not had to do nothing. As they do get a run up the middle there, stopped by Justin Banks, the new Inquirer. Again, Justin Banks and Dolph Hustle both played on Virginia Tech last season. As you know, Virginia Tech had a lot of transfers. So
Absolutely.
I believe most of this league has Virginia Tech players, but good play by Justin Banks to help their defense there.
Yeah, man. That was, like you said, Justin Banks stepped up and made a good 3rd down play. You all got the ball back, so ECU, let's pick it up.
I think after that tackle, he slapped his helmet saying, "Hey, bro, where you been?"
Pretty much, and he said, "I'll be right back."
Here we go. Chris Matson shotgun formation gets it to the right side. Hex Borders, like I said, been in our best friend blanket pretty much last season into this season, and then kind of slid off due to good defenses taking him away. He's got 5 receptions already.
Yeah, getting Hex involved early. It's a good sign.
That could have been extremely ugly as we see that screen play or bubble play to Hex Borders go almost the other way.
Yeah, man. James Brown read that screen bubble perfectly.
Get an offset pistol formation. Someone coming into blitz, it looks like on the left-hand side, which he does. And he gets the blitz off, gets the completion. But great play by the defense. Better play by Chris Mass to be aware to see her check down Cassius Castle there. And the first here, what do you have to say, Rashad? I know I've been talking a lot. I know that I know this one team more. But what have you seen in this first quarter?
I feel like ECU is a little lazy right now. They got to get some pep in their system and come out with some smoke this second quarter. That's just my only takeaway so far.
As we see Hex Waters there get that dropped. That's the second drop we've seen so far. No, I agree with you. It's been very lackluster offense. Simply could have been a 3-point game, at least at one point, as we see the formation to the outside there for 3 yards. But I agree with you. Very lazy. I mean, that's probably a good way to say it. Their offense has been very nothing. But give kudos to San Diego. They've been sending some good blitzes and good reads. As we see another blitz right there to take Chris Lamatz out of the game.
Absolutely. Coming into this game, if I'm San Diego State, I'm like, okay, we have no wins. We have nothing to lose. So why not just come out on fire, throw some bombs, send the house on blitzes? Why not? So this is how I feel like they're doing right now against ECU.
Yeah, I mean, San Diego State last season, I believe, won 5 games. I can't recall off the top of my head, but they were, it's week 5. They can easily win 6 games by the end of the season. It's not unheard of.
Absolutely. Anything is possible in the ECFL.
I mean, that was a great return by Dolph Hustle there. I think he broke his ankle. Can we get him out of the game? And here we go with the shotgun formation for a great diving catch by Ruben Richard there. I think that was his first. It is his first reception to get that first down real quick.
Wow. I'll talk about laying out for your team. That's exactly what Ruben did there.
Eric Longarmer hasn't done anything like crazy. He's just been making these symplectic plays. I mean, he's 9 for 12, 75 yards. He's throwing for 7 yards, 8 yards, 1 touchdown. Dolph Hustle, it seems like ECU is just letting up big plays, isn't making enough plays, and, San Diego State is taking advantage of the situation.
Absolutely. Like I said, taking advantage of what's given to you.
Dolph Hustle's on 3 rushes is about to break 100 yards. As we see them in third down, their 50% conversion rate. ECU's defense needs to shine here. Otherwise, here we go with the screen, and they do get a sack here. I don't know who it was, but it seemed like Ronnie Shanahan. He's a transfer from UCF, who did that was another team that went through a whole transplant, and they won this week 50-something to 7. So kudos to UCF. They're reforming their team.
Yeah, man. As we saw San Diego State try to sneak a screen in there, but ECU, they stayed home and was able to get the sack there.
Oh, man. He almost broke that return there. Warren Rojo gets a simple 7 yards. 7 minutes left in the second quarter here, above the 30-yard line of their own. We need to stop seeing that lazy offense. Start risking against the San Diego defense, as they do get the completion to Hex Waters there. They did send a corner blitz. I don't know if you saw it on that backside there, and Chris did not see that.
Absolutely. Yeah, we have seen San Diego State send that backside blitz from the cornerback or the outside linebacker quite often, but Chris, with a great awareness, is able to get it off.
There. I mean, they're doing a great job, and Chris is just getting, it's 50-50. We're going to give 50% to this defense because we've seen a few sacks, but Chris has been on point reading those and knowing her checkdowns. Andrew Cannon, 6 tackles, wow. And there's that bubble screen that we saw earlier, almost got picked off for so many yards. Hex Waters, he's definitely going to, we would hope, it's over 100 yards.
Hey, Hex came to play today, regardless of the score, regardless of anything. Everything that's thrown to him, he's caught and getting positive yards. Love it so far. Not to be
like commentary curse, but like reversed. Hex Waters, I was telling you how like the last 2-3 games it really has been lackluster. Last game he got like a touchdown, and then here he is shining. As we do, that was a great play. There was the blitz. There was a guy on that wide receiver. People would say, "What's going on there?" That's a high IQ quarterback in my eyes.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
I mean, it's either a pick six, a sack, or you throw it out of bounds.
Absolutely.
The delayed handoff to get stuffed by number 99 on San Diego there. Dayton Rhodes. A great play by him. I mean, he literally swam over that offensive lineman.
Yeah, great one-on-one play by that defensive player to make the tackle.
Here we go in shotgun formation, steps back, gets the reception there to Warren Rojo. That's his first reception there. He's a freshman. He's actually related to the great Ron Jolan, who is now on the New York Mafia in the pro leagues.
Oh, wow.
5 wide. Throws it to Krista, gets it to Cassius Castle there in the middle. Now, Cassius Castle is probably about 4'2", and that's the only reason why he gets under players.
Hey, using his size to his advantage. Love it.
11 rushes for 27 passes here. Krista steps back, gets to her check down Ziegler there. 6-yard reception. But San Diego, I noticed every time CU does get this ball, there's about 3 players always around that ball. So they're on point, just only a foot behind.
Absolutely. They're swarming to the ball very quickly. That's what you love as a defensive player.
Man in motion there, throws it to the end zone. That was a completion. I thought he stretched out for that one, Levi, but unfortunately did not. First and goal.
As you see down here once again. Let's see if we can push it in.
Salute your shorts, gets the touchdown. I'm not even mad about this touchdown because CU needed points. It didn't matter how they got the points. They needed the points. They got the
yes,
points.
Indeed. And that shows the importance of a true fullback. Down there at the goal line, why not feed your fullback? Why not let them get the touchdown? So that's a good way to reward your fullback.
Yeah, the goal line formation there scares me with a team. San Diego's been playing very well on defense. I don't care whatever you want to say their record is. They've been playing very well against ECU's offense, and I know for a fact ECU's offensive line is very subpar. So kudos to the offensive line and that fullback. As number 2 there, Tavion Tyree, his 3rd reception, goes outside and gets tackled there by a few people.
Yeah, man. For a second there, I thought Tavion was gonna break away, but
I thought he was
that's
going
why.
to get a few more yards too. It looks like the safety on the right side goes and steps up for a blitz, gets it to his curl route, Tavion Tyree. I think that's their number 2 or 3 wide receiver there, his 4th reception of the game.
Absolutely.
He reminds me of a little Deshaun Jackson.
Hey, that's a big comparison there.
That's a great comparison, As what does Eric Longarmer do right there? Justin Banks, great sack, but we got to give that sack to the quarterback himself, as he was confused.
Yeah, he didn't know where to go. Just running in circles. It looked like.
That's what we call a coverage sack, maybe? I have no idea. 2nd and 11 here. Quarterback with the running back in pistol formation behind him to block. Throws it to his left-hand side. Gets a wide open Davion. Sorry, my apologies. The man who got the touchdown earlier, Just Chill. His second reception. Ow.
Yeah, just Chill. He's been kind of quiet since his first touchdown, but there he goes once again, just showing up when needed the most.
Guess that's where he wears number 1. Inside the 30-yard line here, San Diego State comes 3 wide receivers to his right-hand side. CU looks like they're about to send, I thought there were some linebackers, as they do get a nasty hit on Donovan Jones, my apologies, for 5 receptions already. He started off hot in that first quarter, and now he's kind of been given to Tyree.
Yeah, still spreading the ball around.
Woo! Chet Turner said, "Get off me, little boy. This is my house." 2nd reception on the day, just laying hands out to people. Who wants some?
And look, it's ECU. You have to wonder where's the coverage at. Yeah, we're in zone coverage, but who's responsible for that hook curl area? For him to get so many yards on that.
I mean, that definitely seems like it was going to be a hook and curl by the linebackers, but somebody didn't do their part there. Big defense there to not let Tavion Tyree get that touchdown. ECU going against 2 tight ends right now. Under center. Eric Long. Oh my God, I thought that was going to be a run as we just allow the Donovan Jones get this simple 2-yard slant.
Yeah, man. That was a good pre-snap read from the QB to notice that one-on-one coverage to allow that 2-yard slant for the touchdown. So great job again from San Diego State.
San Diego State's had a lot of thumbs up in this game, offensively, defensively. That was the first full drive I think I've seen, or felt like it was a full drive that was completed by their offense altogether, run, pass, and all. No, you're going to give up a one big play in a game. I don't care what team you are, which happened earlier. But that was the first drive that was very successful overall.
Yeah, and speaking of that big play, good thing you all got it out of the way early. So we probably won't see that again.
As we see Emmanuel Sun get his 2nd sack on the game. And ECU left their tight end to block, left their running back to block. And that's just a straight coverage sack there. San Diego has been playing lights out on defense. Offense has been on point right now. ECU needs to stop playing that lazy offense, like you said. As they throw it left to the left side, they're almost picked by Chris Cook. They have Chris Demet's number right now. She's 21 for 30. I feel like they got away from the run game a little too soon here because they're down. But you can't give up on something that works.
Yeah, absolutely. And there we go.
We do see a nice completion to the left side there by Levi for 43 yards. Biggest play by either team receiving-wise. So kudos to the wide receiver there. We're not going to take any credit away from you, Dolph Hustle. We know you got that 90-plus yard touchdown earlier. Formation, tight end to the right-hand side. Man in motion to the left side as we see a fake run to the right, throws it to the right-hand side, gets the completion there to Hex Waters into the 5-yard line. Hex Waters has literally shown everything that I wanted to see him do except score touchdowns this week.
Yes, indeed. You know, I'm actually excited to see Hicks, you know, getting involved in the game plan.
Yeah, it's as you watch this league, we see the running backs, we see the wide receivers. To me, I love the tight ends. I feel like if you have a good tight end, man, that could be very, very mismatched, especially against linebackers and safeties. As we see a touchdown in the end zone and gets incomplete there, I think we need a review coach.
Ooh, yeah, man, you gotta get that toe drag swag right there.
Levi Mims here. Caught the ball. Oh, I need to see that side profile. We need to see where his toes was.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
It was a close one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually surprised because me and you both said, "Oh," because great play, to get that off. But great play by Krista and Levi to knock that down to a 7-point game. But I totally thought that was out of bounds.
Hey, you know how these referees can be these days.
You see a great run there for 43 yards by Dolph Hustle. Special teams is playing a huge part in field position to give Eric Longarmer a great field position. We see a heavy blitz by the linebackers and gets smacked by JoJo Shilizzi, but still gets the first down, Jet Turner.
Yeah, like speaking of putting Dolph back there for kick return, you always want to put one of your best athletes back there, and that's exactly what San Diego State has done. And that's why they have great field position.
Did not get off subject here as we saw Amanda Boisvert gets her first reception there, which I believe was the owner's wife. But and maybe not you because you guys didn't need any recruits this season. And we do get a nice almost sack. Has to dive there for the 3rd and 1. To get off subject here, Dolph Hustle was a very highly recruited transfer portal person, I'm sure, by everybody. I know I tried, but he came into a good team, even though they're 0-5. He's a sophomore, I believe, and they do get the first down there by Dolph Hustle. He has a bright future. This team can keep utilizing him the way they do and utilizing and growing the team the way they have.
Absolutely. Dolph Hustle reminds me of another back in the league where it's the same number 34 as him. So I guess it runs in the league,
I mean, I have a guess. Does he have a purple jersey?
Sometimes.
Here we go with Eric Longarmer. Steps back, gets a blocked by Dolph Hustle, gets smacked again. Amanda Boisvert didn't even know she was a wide receiver on the team until about a minute ago. So her second reception, 1 minute left inside the 30-yard line here.
Amanda is their freshman receiver in the 3rd receiver spot.
And they do hold them to a 4th and 1 here. Field goal is huge. Going for it is not huge. And this is what a good coach does, okay? You take the points while you can.
Take the point. Yep, yes indeed.
Add-in rule number 1.
As we're going to see San Diego State run this clock down to about, 20 seconds, it looks like.
Yeah, so ECU will get the ball back with like 10, 15, 20 seconds, and then probably run the ball and do nothing, even though we know that they should do that. But this game does weird things. So, especially when you have 3 timeouts, you would expect them to at least try.
Yes, indeed.
Again, we're getting off subject, but I would like to see the game simulation-wise to try. Even if it's like 3 runs. Let's see what you got.
Hey, you never know. Anything can happen here, especially with 3 timeouts.
19 seconds left, gets it to Ron Rojo, gets past the 20, the 25, the 30, gets stopped very quickly there. Levi's got 69 of the 150, and I'm pretty sure Hex Waters has 100 of them. I have no idea, but I know Hex has a lot of yards. So I'm very confused if anybody's getting the ball besides him. We go I formation, as I said. They're going to run the ball to the right side. Breaks 1 tackle, breaks 2 tackles, gets another tackle. Timeout. Here we are at the 50-yard line almost. 9 seconds, 2 timeouts left. They're within field goal range if they can get a play out. They could get 2 plays off here. But
yeah, you need a bit pass here.
Gets the completion there to Levi. Calls the timeout. Great play by Levi. Might break 100 yards this game, I believe, for his first time in maybe his career, if not his second. As JoJo Freestyle goes to kick the ball, gets it 1-2. We had a one-score game, bro. This is not over.
Hey, that's that aggressive playing by ECU being down before halftime. Love it.
1 second left, and this is when Dolph Hustle gets the ball and returns it for 100 yards. All right, so I don't see San Diego State doing much more than a run to Dolph Hustle, which, again, we've seen him do it on one play. So ECU's defense needs to be on point here. As we see Bryce Lee get a nice tackle there very quickly to end the half. 24-17, Snapdragon Stadium. I'm not surprised on my behalf that San Diego's defense is doing well or their offense.
Yeah, neither am I. I'm just, I see ECU, they stepped it up towards the end of the second quarter. So maybe they heard what I said about the lazy playing ability. So they're going to come out in this second half with a different outcome. And we're going to have a better game on both sides.
If you were the coach, right? Let's just going to make up this. If you were the coach of ECU, on defense, what are you going to do? And on offense, what are you going to do?
Let's see. On defense, we're giving up the underneath routes, but let's prevent these underneath routes and force them to throw it up top, to throw it away or to get interceptions. And on offense, we got Hex involved, keep feeding Hex and Levi and getting Gabriel and more involved on the ground as well.
Yeah.
So, it can go either way. It all depends on who shows up at any given second.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, San Diego, Manny's son's been doing great. Amanda Boisvert came in late in the game. Tyree came in late in that second half. Also, on defense, Sean Cannon's been Mr. Consistent at tackling. I really do expect to see just as good as the second half as we did the first half. As for now, winning is the number one goal for either team, especially San Diego State.
Absolutely. Like I said, they have nothing to lose, so why not just give it their all?
As we see him with trips to the left-hand side there, hands off the ball right up the A-gap there, gets tackled very quickly. Hustle does not get typically tackled on his first tackle, so I don't know who that was, but great job by him. Here we go, handoff right up the middle. Missed tackle there by Ronnie Shanahan. Again, Dolph Hustle is just probably one of the, there's him and then the running back at App State, I believe, is a great running back. I did lose my commentator there as I did get a completion over Jojo Shalizzi by Donovan. That was a zone play, cover 2, that gets nowhere past him. Jojo Shalizzi 12 tackles because he's not making any interceptions.
Hey, just flying around the field.
30-yard line. Here they go with the read option. Gets tackled. Should have been it wasn't a loss of yards. My apologies. But Jojo Shalizzi gets a 13th tackle for the night to annihilate Long Armor.
Hey, let's talk about that form tackle right there. That was a great tackle, Jojo.
That was good. Yeah, I learned it from my dad. I don't actually have one. But tight end to the right-hand side. As we see the tight end actually get the completion by Jet Turner for a few yards. 3rd and 5. ECU needs to get them out of field goal range if they want to keep this a game because San Diego State's having their way with them right now.
Black 5, orange 3.
And in motion to the left-hand side. Steps back. Gets it almost intercepted there by Bryce Lee. Great play by ECU's defense to force the field goal.
Hey, San Diego State just taking what's given. They're going to take their 3 points. So
yeah. At this point, they're playing the kill the clock and get the 3 points.
Yeah, so that's a W in their book for that drive.
So ECU is going to be taking their first time in the second half ball here. I hope, for the ECU fans and teammates, we do see the non-lazy offense that Rashad has called it, and possibly see some yardage down here for scores.
It seems like ever since I said the word lazy, ECU has been the opposite of lazy. So
Chris the Mats with Ziegler to the right-hand side gets the screen. Almost picked off there by number 8. I don't know who that was, but great job by reading that. I mean, they're playing a great job on the man defense. They are not allowing many screens.
yeah, that was sophomore cornerback Jefferson over there on that.
Jeff Jefferson. Okay, yep. As he sends the running back outside, gets the first down completion to Warren Rojo for 11 yards there. He is their number 1 kick return, punt returner on the team. So we don't usually see much of him as he's got only his second reception, but does make good plays. Step back there, gets the completion. I believe that was Levi. Yes, it was. And he is 109 yards, 7 receptions, 1 touchdown. I agree with what you said earlier. Headquarters and Levi need the ball.
Yeah, that was a great reception by Levi to come back to the ball, catch it, and to get additional yards on his second effort. So
Chris Cook has been all over Levi all game, I noticed. He's been getting a lot of his tackles and also had an incompletion earlier in the game. We see a completion to Ziegler there for the first down, but no, I agree with what you're saying. This is his best game, I feel like, all season.
Hey, why not have a great game against 0-5 team? But, you know.
Taking advantage of what you can. As we see trips to the right, throws it to the left side to Warren Rojo for his 3rd reception. He's only had 3 receptions all game, and 2 of them came this drive, so they're going to utilize the energy of the people who have not played much.
As you should, you know, get everyone involved, you know, so let's feed them.
Here we go, shotgun formation, 4 in the box, sends a blitz, gets the Ziegler, goes and gets about 4 yards there to the check down. I can see right now ECU looks like they're playing the field goal as they shouldn't. It's Ziegler here to the left of Krista Matz, runs it up the middle to Ziegler to unfortunately only get 3rd and 2.
You know, I would go back to that same play, same formation, everything. Feed Ziegler. He's good for 2 yards.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's the type of way we've changed. And you know what? They did it. As Krista Matz runs and gets the touchdown there. And we haven't seen much of her run all game. And that's the play by ECU. And that was smart for what you just said. You said give it to Ziegler. But what they said was let's do the read
option. Yep.
Yeah.
And as you say, we haven't seen Krista run that much this game, so why not pull it out the hat on that play right there? Yep. So that good play call. And great job, Krista.
Great job, Krista, by getting that play. Ziegler. I mean, they know Ziegler's been getting the ball all game. So again, like you said, this is a great play call by ECU. As they kick the ball off to Dolph Hustle to get past the 30-yard line. Love how they're bringing this up as if we had 20 drives. There's only 1 drive by ECU. But here we go, long armor here and the shotgun pistol. And they send a heavy blitz there, ECU. Tackled very quickly by JoJo Shalizzi. Jet Turner. Go ahead.
Yeah, ECU definitely sent the house, and that's why that Carroll route was available right there.
You got to give credit to the quarterback when that happens because he knows he's only got I don't care if he's supposed to do a 5-step. He knew he was doing 2 steps. As we see the sack come in almost by Raccoon, the tackle missed by Bryce Lee, and now they get the first down.
That was a big hit there.
Yeah, JoJo Shalizzi going in for his 14th tackle. Read option, as we saw earlier. They really could just, you know, the way that their offense has been playing, can literally keep doing what they're doing. You know, mix it up a little bit with some run plays, but they got Dolph. They got the receivers. San Diego is definitely got control of this game as they do get tackled there by Sky Voorhees.
Yeah, and that was a great job by Skyler for staying home there and not being fooled by the triple option.
Yeah, exactly. And that's very hard to not stay home. You always want to overcommit to just because your instincts. As we see a great tackle there, started by Justin Banks and then finished by Matt Tillman. And we haven't seen much of Matt Tillman, our middle linebacker there, but Justin Banks has been playing. He's got about 3 to 4 huge plays like that this game.
Yeah, they showing up when needed the most and helping your team out. And look, ECU is right back in this game.
And we got a 3-point game with 4 minutes left. You know, I'm not trying to jinx it, but I'm going to say it. ECU hasn't thrown an interception yet.
And you know they can thank San Diego State for that because they can't catch a cold for some reason.
Yeah, 30 for 40 though, 315 yards, 1 touchdown, and then 1 rushing touchdown. Chris is having a pretty decent game, even though she started off 1-6, I think.
I believe so.
That was a 1-step 30-yard throw play there that was not timed correctly. You got trips to the left here. Ziegler to the left of Krista Match. Steps back, throws it right in the
my goodness
of Jeff Jefferson for the interception, and I called it.
Look, that's all your fault right there, man.
You know, never talking nicely about things that are nice ever again.
And look, and apparently, I guess San Diego State can catch on defense for once. So.
Jeff Jefferson, though, dude, that's probably his like 3rd hand on ball, so he deserved this. We see a man in motion to the right hand side. ECU throws a blitz, and he has to forcefully throw it out of bounds there. Eric Long Armor, sorry. All right, 3 wide receivers to the left. Man steps back. Eric shuffles left. Gets the completion there. I mean, he couldn't have ran that route any better. Beat Mr. Sandman completely out of his shoes. Probably has something to do with his Caucasian skin color, but
it's nothing but footwork there from that receiver, man, to fool that defender. That's all that was. Better athlete. That's okay though.
2 tight ends here, heavy set formation, run up the Dolph Missile. That was a Duff hustle. Ronnie Tillman doing what he's been doing all season. 4 tackles, his first tackle for a loss, which means the most.
See, lately we have seen Dolph Hustle struggle running. He's good in space, but as soon as it closes in, he has nowhere to go.
Here we go with the I formation, strong to the right, man in motion underneath. Gets the ball. Oh my God, he annihilated Justin Case there. I mean, I kind of felt bad for him. He was like, I know I'm getting tackled for a loss, but someone's getting hurt for it.
Hey, that's why his teammate came and picked him up and made an even bigger tackle than the truck. So great job by that defense.
We see 12 here. Great defense. Mr. Sandman makes up for his earlier mishap. They have a 6-point game here with 3 minutes left.
And if I'm correct, I believe San Diego State, the last 3 drives have ended in 3 points. So not much production on the offensive side so far. So ECU is still in this game.
ECU just needs to take advantage, as San Diego has been taking advantage. If ECU keeps throwing those interceptions and doing those poor plays, they're not going to maximize on. I don't care if you're 0-5 or you're friggin' TCU. If you're going to not maximize on keeping the ball or getting good positioning to punt the ball, you're not going to win.
Yes, indeed. As long as Kristen Matz, is patient back there, anything good can come out of it.
We see her being patient there, getting it to her running back for 4 yards on that crossing route. If she can keep doing that, keep the ball in her hands, or maybe run the ball here by the offensive coordinator. 16 passes to 43. As we see the run up the middle to go absolutely nowhere. That defense was all over that. Garrett Evans, 9 tackles, 2 tackles for a loss with 1 sack earlier. 3rd and 9.
Big play here from ECU and Krista Matz.
Offset pistol formation, 2 wide receivers to the left, steps back, throws it to the right-hand side, almost gets it completed, but I think she rushed that a little too fast.
She had some pressure in her face from that defensive line, so didn't have time at all.
and I think I said this earlier, and I'm going to reiterate it. The ECU's offensive line is not the best. It's mediocre, and the San Diego defense has definitely been taking advantage of that, and that's not why they're in the game, but that's why they've been able to keep taking advantage of the game.
Absolutely. You know, they did some scouting. That's all that is.
Here we go. He steps back, gets to the right, gets tackled very quickly by the number one corner there, just in case. Jet Turner, 6 receptions out of the 26 completions by Eric Longarmer. 2 tight ends to the left-hand side, runs it right up the middle. It's tackled slowly by Raccoon there. 3rd and 1.
As you see, what's his name? Dolph Hustle, 11 rushes for 123 yards so far.
He gets that first down, dude. He literally uses his helmet as a weapon. Penalty, offense, number 34. Great
that's
play
what
by
happens when you rumble your head down.
As we see him step back, roll out to his right, forces a throw. Matty Tillman there to almost deflect it, but the pass rush was there very quickly. Here we go. 3 wide receivers to the right. A running back is in the block. Gets another incompletion. I don't think we've seen all game 2 incompletions by him like that. All.
Yeah,
sorry,
we haven't. Maybe he's a little rattled back there.
They're running a screenplay for the first time in a long time. Doesn't get anywhere. 4th and 9. 1 minute left in the 3rd quarter. That's his first reception. Yeah, so that was actually his only screenplay. Actually, they ran a screenplay earlier, but he took the sack as a smart quarterback. 16 tackles by JoJo Shalizzi. But what I'm trying to say is San Diego is... I don't care about any game. San Diego, this is the first game I've watched all season by them. And I'm very impressed by how they play overall.
Oh, absolutely, man. There's a few people who said San Diego State was going to show up and play like this, and you know they believe in them.
Yeah, I mean, I see a completion there to Warren Rojo. They came out with the play action, I formation there. 45 passes already. Cody Lawrence earlier had a nice tackle, but. If they can keep doing what you said and keep the ball in their hands with 30 seconds left, the Pirates are winded. They need miracle. I need a miracle. As Chris Matt steps back here, fakes the handoff and takes it again. I think we may need to see a little bit more of that magical Mats.
I agree. Because it's happening very rare, so San Diego State is not expecting it. So why not keep doing it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with the quarterback taking runs as we end the 3rd quarter, and you can praise the 4th quarter and the 2nd year. But if Krista can take the ball in her hands at her height, I think we might see a different game at the end here.
Absolutely.
Is it the 4th quarter? I don't know.
Yeah, you know, ECFL, let's go ahead and get those 4s in the chat as we have a good game so far, 24-30. San Diego State over East Carolina so far. So let's buckle up and get ready for this ride.
No, let's be honest. The last 3 games, last night Ole Miss lost to Rutgers barely. Today, Maryland almost beat. Oh, that was a lucky first down. Great job by Cassius not dying on the field there. But the game before this game, I don't know if you watched it, but the number 4 University Louisiana Lafayette, they almost lost to Maryland. So,
hey.
Even though this team's 0-5, upsets happen in this league. Last week,
absolutely.
Yeah, you know this. Last week, ECU almost lost to Maryland. So Maryland may be 0-6, but they're not the 0-6 you think of.
Yeah, they're not a cupcake team. Just like as you see, San Diego State is not a cupcake team. Anybody can win at any given day.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you got the ASUs, the TCUs, the App States, but their numbers always, they have more to lose than the San Diego's does. they have more to lose, as we see Robert Ivory on 2 tackles in a row. But those higher end teams are great, but TCU and ASU, they have a lot more to lose.
Yeah, I agree. Especially with the pressure of winning so many games, and if you lose a game, then that's when the league goes crazy.
Hold on. They're 0-1 for 4th down. They're going for it here, even though they're in field goal range with a pretty decent kicker. Steps back. Krista gets to the Ziegler for the 1st down, and that was a big play. That was a ballsy play. I think that was a bigger ballsy play than the other one.
Yes, indeed. And Ziegler ran an angle route or an arrow route, however you want to call it, out the backfield, and it was perfect. The linebackers cleared out, and it was right there.
There we go with Krista Matz. Like we said earlier in the game, I mean, she is just breaking out right now.
Okay, let me find out. Krista Matt's got some wheels on her right here.
I mean, she is just really on fire right now. This is the Krista Matz we saw last season when ECU's team started 0-5. We decided to go with a read run option and give her the ball a lot, as we see a touchdown there to possibly take the lead by Gabler Ziegler, 30-30. Edie the Pirate is gonna break dance for us. Let's go.
Hey, power to the net row. Gave him the ball and was able to use his power to get in the end zone. Great job.
JoJo Freestyle kicks that through to take the lead. 7 minutes, and we know this is the first lead I think ECU's had all game.
Oh, absolutely.
Don't sleep on San Diego, people. I don't know who tuned in too late, but San Diego at one point had a 20-point lead, or they had a double-digit point lead. So anything can happen here. As we see them in the pistol offset formation, throws it out of bounds. Didn't like the play. That was probably designed for something.
We're going to see San Diego State have a different play calling here. This is their first time playing behind this game, so it might be a different outcome.
3 wide receivers to the right, sends the inner wide receiver to the motion left, sends a blitz there, gets the 1 yard luckily, but Tillman was on his tail really quick. I'm going to tell you right now, Long Armor had about 15 yards in front of him if he didn't get him.
I agree. Great shoestring tackle there.
As we see the dump off pass to the running back there. Dolph hustle for 12 yards. Only 2nd reception, but I'm very surprised, I guess.
Yeah, he left him wide open. Those linebackers cleared out the middle, and there he was.
And Dolph hustle does what he's been doing all game. I mean, I would love to, I look at the record books and the stats every 1 to 3 weeks lately. So I would love to see, even after this game, to see where he stands.
Yeah, he's getting some good getting some good stats, good yardage. So he's up there with the best right now.
It looks like ECU's playing a man formation, hands it off right up the middle to Dolph Hustle for another 1st down. 9.8 yards a carry, 1 touchdown. They've been passing it a little bit more than rushing it. Right end to the left. Runs it up the middle again.
And yeah, as I mentioned earlier, we're going to see San Diego State have different play calling. They're actually running the ball a lot more here.
You did say that, actually. You're right. And for obvious reasons, it's working.
Absolutely.
They're running these tight formations and getting 1st downs over and over with 6 minutes left in the game. Trying to kill the clock, but they may be leaving a little bit too much time on the hand for ECU here.
Yeah, they have a very fast tempo right now. Oh,
wow. My goodness. Bryce Lee was on the ball there, 4 tackles on the game, but I feel like the wide receiver just heard footsteps.
Look, the wide receiver was been bored this drive, and he finally had a chance to see what happened.
As we see another sack, well, it should have been a sack. Another tackle for a loss there by Justin Banks. He's been, underrated this game defensively, but we haven't seen interceptions. we've seen a few sacks, and most of the good ones have come from him. The linebackers have been playing kind of under par, so he's been a big part as we see a 3rd and 12 for almost an interception there by Mr. Sandman. Made up for a few of his bad plays earlier. It's about to be 33-31.
But you have to get that interception because look, now that you just left points, gave them points. So
got hands like feet, they stink.
As you see, San Diego State take the lead, 33-31.
And we've seen ECU not score, so this is not something that we wouldn't not see right now. For the record, this might be the first game I've ever called without one penalty. Just throwing that out. Me, personally. 5 wide here for Chris the Mats. Looks like San Diego got 3 on the D-line. Gets the curl route there very quickly, Ziegler, for 9 yards. Under 5 minutes left to go.
Hey, I have one question. Where has Hex been lately? Haven't seen Hex at all.
You know what? Now that you say that, that's a good question. As we see Hex get the ball right there. No, I'm joking.
No, the Levi. Yep.
I just wanted to say that to mess with you. But you're right, though. I haven't seen much of him at all. Heavy set I formation there. That was a horrible call overall by everybody. Past the 50-yard line. ECU coming out with the running back to the left. Hex right side strong. Staying the block as Krista runs the ball and then fumbles it! Out of bounds! Fumbles it out of bounds!
Oh, okay. That was different.
It was a very glitchy call there.
Yeah.
Running back goes out in motion. Throws it to Ziegler. They're going for it here.
Oh, wow.
4th and 6. This is trips to the right here. Chris the Matt steps out, runs the ball, calls a Tim Tebow, and says, "Coach, give me the ball."
Wow, from pre-snap, Krista knew she was gonna tuck and run that ball from the beginning.
The whole team knew it. Hex here is staying on that fullback formation. Ziegler goes absolutely nowhere, which is not very common tonight. Iger banned. First tackle for a loss, saying second tackle. Well, here we go. Tight end to the left of Krista. Ziegler to the right. Wide receivers to the right-hand side. Steps back, drops, looks left, gets it to her running back for a measly few single. Oh, sorry, I thought it was the running back Cassius. My apologies. Normally they drop it. So 3rd and 11 there as Cody Lawrence gets that tackle. Here she goes. She looks, throws it deep, gets a no reception there as Jeff Jefferson says, "Not today."
Yeah, shout out to Jeff on that deflection.
Here we go. The kick is up. Kick is missed.
Oh,
it is missed. With 3 minutes and 19 seconds left, it is missed.
Yeah, man. If you're that kicker, you're definitely having your head down right now. But pick it back up. You might get another opportunity at the end of the game.
San Diego State is probably gonna put their football on the shoulders of Dolph Hustle after that reception there for a first down to just chill. Who had the first touchdown of the game and really haven't heard much from him afterwards.
Yeah, not at all.
Here we go with Dolph Hustle behind Eric Longarmer. 3 timeouts left. It looks like we're going to kill some clock for obvious reasons. You're up by 2 scores. ECU
definitely killing the clock and giving the ball to Dolph here.
ECU needs a lot right now. By a lot, I mean they need a lot of hustle. They need a lot of passion, a lot of heart. A lot of everything as we see the 7-yard rush there by Dolph Hustle. 32 minutes and 30 seconds left. 17th tackle by JoJo Shalizzi. 33-31. They got 4 down linemen here, 3 linebackers. Trips to the right here by San Diego State.
Absolutely. And, if you're ECU, at what point would you like to see these timeouts being used?
Now. Yesterday? No, I know what you mean, but, I mean, obviously the coordinators know what they're doing. They're maybe allowing for some plays like this, as we see a sack there, or, and I believe that was Justin Banks again. So kudos to their first time out here, 3rd and 5. Hand the ball off to Hustle.
Oh my God.
He forces the fumble while Raccoon gets the ball.
Ooh, and Dolph trying to get extra yards.
Amazing. Bryce Lee forced the fumble. Hopefully the play stands.
And there we go. We got a booth review. This is gonna be a close one, man. That knee might have been down.
No, I think it might have been down.
Ooh,
yeah, I don't know. Knee down. I don't know. I mean, it was kind of simultaneous. Let's see. Hold on. Well, I can sit here and say that good play by the possibilities.
Hey, Dolph has to protect that ball right now.
That was a crazy play. 1 timeout left by ECU. Runs the ball right up the middle. 1 timeout. That's it. I mean, this is it. This is going to be game here because they're going to have literally nothing left here, ECU, as they run the ball right up the middle to get the first down. And ECU struggles. Let San Diego State get their first win.
Hey, but look, check this out. Earlier, ECU got that touchdown off that booth review, right? So I think that was redemption right there to get that fumble back to San Diego State.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just very, being the head coach of ECU, very upset about seeing what's going on right now because. But I also want to give respect and respect's due. San Diego came out, they balled out. ECU, unfortunately, threw interceptions, didn't take advantage of what should have been taken advantage of, and San Diego State did. And that's how you win games. 200 yards by one player, you can't allow that.
Yeah, unfortunately, ECU was on the other end of the stick this game. But, hey, you got next week to bounce back too, man.
Well, here we go. Great job by San Diego State ECU. Great job for showing up. And Rashad, thank you for calling this game with me.
Absolutely, man. I enjoyed it.